So our team is the Disco Ninjas, and our project is at Oxys by the Numbers. The problem we're having is that during peak hours, during the week from 11 to 2 every day, there are customers that get really congested in this area as they're waiting for their food. What happens is that as customers wait in line in this queue area to order their food, they get mixed up with the customers who are waiting, which causes a lot of confusion and congestion, which is a huge problem that Oxys needs to fix, and that's why we are working for them.
For the current state, there are two value streams that we're going to be working on. It's the cold items and the hot items. So what we actually have is the people walk in from this entrance and they come through here, walk through the line and order their food. The order is made and a ticket is printed here at the window up here, and either it goes to a cold sandwich maker or a hot sandwich maker. So the hot goes through this area, goes through the oven, comes out the finishing station, and then they set it on this window, and barista walks over and grabs the sandwich and then takes it over to this this pickup area for some of the customers to get it. And then the other way is that there's cold items where the finisher takes the ticket from the window, finishes it, and then puts it back at the window and they pick it up. We're more going to focus on the hot area because the cooking of the oven takes about 2 minutes, so it's that's kind of the more timely process that we're going to be focusing on.
So we broke down the Oxys problem into two different categories. The first category was crowd management and second is process efficiency. I'm going to be covering crowd management with you. So the first point of crowd management is changing the line structure. So if you go right here, you see in the black shows the current state of affairs right now, how the way it's set up. So what we propose is having something in the pink and reddish. So having another extra line going through here will actually help us improve the efficiency of how the line moves forward and the way the line structure is held upon. The second point is changing entry and exit points, which is at this moment we have two entry and exits. This one is entry and this one is exit. Both are entry and exit, sorry. So what we want to propose is, we noticed when we were collecting data that when people would walk in, they wouldn't realize that there's only queue here, but there's so many waiting people area right here. So we want to propose people to enter here and exit here, as well as exit only here, not let people enter from here because the queue is always closer to this door. The third part is making the wait area clearer, because we notice that there's a problem where people who are waiting are merging into the queue where people are waiting for the ordering part. We want to make sure that we set a line here where we show that these are the people who are going to wait, and this is where we're going to have people stand in the line to give orders.
So along with improving crowd management, we would also like to improve the process efficiency. One of the ways that we're going to do this is by implementing a Kanban system throughout the entire process to better increase the flow. So right now, when an order is placed, a receipt comes out right here, which the person back here takes, and they use a FIFO system up through the hot toppings and into the oven. And once the sandwiches come out of the oven, they get batched up right here in the output. So the people who have to add the toppings right here are taking 4 to 5 sandwiches at a time and working on them all at the same time, which is a batch system, not a FIFO system. So we want to implement a FIFO system right here to increase the throughput time of the process. And along with that, we also want to add a bell right here so that when the sandwiches are ready, the barista can be alerted by the person in the back through the ringing of the bell, which will also increase the FIFO system. And with sandwiches coming out more fluently, that would also reduce the waiting area and the congestion in the waiting area.
So some of the challenges that we think we may face with these changes are getting the employees and management to adjust. So making it so that they're used to ringing the bell every time that an order's up, that they're not batching the systems anymore, that they're doing the first in, first out. The second concern is with the exits and safety concerns. So as you can see here, we want to make this an exit only and an enter only, but with fire hazards, you have to make them both exitable. Third, money is a challenge just because Oxys doesn't really want to use money and expenses for this. And then finally, getting customers to adapt to the new style and new layout. So when we change this, at first people will probably still do what they've always done. They'll stand here to wait for the food, and in the way here they might try and go in the wrong door. So it'll take some time to get them used to that, but hopefully in the end it'll change it for the better and improve the system.